What's up, guys? So as you can see, this is the kind of connection that I play on a daily basis. It took 5 games back to back to back to back to back to finally get onto an 80 ping server. I mean, like, that's just absolutely crazy. That shouldn't happen at all. Playing any kind of first-person shooter, especially when Modern Warfare was supposed to be the highest ever played Call of Duty ever. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me that you can't put me in a server under 100 ping. And it happens every day. Warzone is the absolute worst. Warzone, if I search 5 games, I'm on 150 ping 4 of the 5 games. Guaranteed. It's just absolutely crazy how thick the skill-based matchmaking is in this game. And once you start messing around with connection, like as you can see here, where I'm shooting a guy directly in the chest, getting a hit marker with an HDR, that's when you're starting getting problems. You know, like how many times where if I've killed somebody, right, where on my screen I'm shooting them right in the body, but when you look at the kill cam, they're like behind the wall. You know what I mean? And I'm shooting their shadow. I'm shooting their ghost. Right? That happens to me all the time. Or vice versa, where I'm behind the wall and the guy's shooting my ghost. Right? And it's just, or he's not shooting my ghost. The kill cam is actually, like, I didn't even pass the wall. Like on his screen, I'm still in front of the wall. And on my screen, I'm like 2 feet behind it. You know what I mean? Like, that happens to me all the time. And that's when it becomes a problem. That's when skill-based matchmaking becomes a real issue, when it starts dealing with my connection. Like, I'm okay. You give me sweats all day. I'll handle it. You know what I mean? I'm okay playing against tryhards. That's fun for me to snipe and try to win playing against tryhards. But trying to do it when they're on like a 30 ping and I'm on a 130 to 150, that's fucking irritating. That pisses me off. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And you know, a lot of people that say skill-based matchmaking shouldn't be in the game, you know, all their excuses or the reasonings behind, not excuses, were back when they first started playing Call of Duty, they got dumped on, right? They had to deal with it, and it made them better, right? That's true, but back in 2008, back in 2009, what other games were out there that was really good? You know what I'm saying? Like, I came from PS3, so the whole selling point of getting a PS3 was my brother convinced my parents he didn't want to share his Xbox anymore. So he convinced my parents, to buy a PS3 and they can use it as a Blu-ray system, right? Like, that was the biggest selling point, and getting a PS3. So, you know, my parents got me a PS3 and they got me Call of Duty 4, and you know, getting me that already was a miracle. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm getting a different game. I already got one game. I'm not getting a second one. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only game I could play. So if I'm getting dumpstered, which is when I was getting dumpstered playing Call of Duty 4, it's not like I could switch games. You know what I mean? And if you actually look back in the PS3 days, what games were out there? You had Killzone, you had Battlefield, right? And let's be real, that's not the greatest games. Not the greatest games out there. I mean, they're fun to play. Like, I played Killzone, like the later sequels down the line, but that's not the greatest. You know what I mean? So it's not like and there weren't free-to-play games out. Like, nowadays, there are great free-to-play games out there that you can jump on and play. You know what I'm saying? Like, Warzone is a free-to-play as well. And that's why I believe they do need some kind of skill-based matchmaking, because if you're just getting dumpstered every game back to back to back, you're just going to quit playing. You're just going to quit playing and play a different game, right? And back when I think majority of us older Call of Duty players first started playing, there weren't good games out, right? Call of Duty was the best game out. And especially if you're a kid, I was a freshman in high school when COD 4 came out. I didn't have access to other games. I couldn't buy it. I wasn't making money. My parents weren't going to buy it for me. So I only had one game to play. You know what I'm saying? So I was forced to get better at it. Kids nowadays aren't like that. They have free options out there. They can go to wherever they want to play. And that's the biggest difference. And some kind of skill-based matchmaking does need to exist in Call of Duty in order to survive. But once you start sacrificing connection, that's when it becomes an issue. You know what I mean? I think it's still possible to have a skill-based matchmaking system that makes your connection the first priority. I think it's possible. It's not going to be as thick. Like, honestly, it feels like ranked. It just feels like a little toned down version of ranked. That's what public matchmaking feels like. Warzone, it feels, when you die to everybody who has a new calling card, you know it's it's sweaty as frick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that thing is just all full of people just, they're trying to win, growl MP5s, MP7s all day. That's how you create something. That's how you create something stale, right? You make skill-based matchmaking so thick, you literally have to use the best guns in order to compete and in order to win. That's how you make a meta stale, and that's why Warzone to me is becoming stale because of that. You know what I mean? And I think it's 100% due to skill-based matchmaking. I feel like if you had more freedom to use different guns when you're not playing great players. Look at these guys rage quit. Look at these were talking shit, rage quit. Unbelievable. But right, like, if you give guys, if you weren't playing the sweatiest players, you're gonna use different guns. You're gonna try out different things. But if you're just constantly running into, you know, a certain loadout because you're running into sweaty players all the time, you're just gonna start using it yourself, and all of a sudden everybody's doing it. And yeah, that's why skill-based matchmaking, man, it's rough. It's a rough topic. But I do think it needs to exist in order for Call of Duty to exist. Not only exist, but to thrive. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Deuces. Get the fuck off me, dog.